Hello everybody, it is LEGO 2014 or Electric Productions, and today I'm reviewing the Figma Amazing Spider-Man figure. I got this shipped in from Hong Kong on eBay for about $60, and this was originally released in December, but I just got mine now. So as you can see here, it has their logo right there, and this is figure number 199. There's the Spider-Man logo from the Amazing Spider-Man, and on the top their logo again, and a shot of the figure. On the sides there's some scratches there, and it has the figure doing a bunch of poses. There's a better look at that. So as you can see, it shows all of the different poses he can do, which is much different and better than the Hasbro one, obviously, since it's much more. And there's the licenses down there, and just more stuff in different languages. And there's a side shot of the box. It has sort of a background of like a city if you look closely. So yeah, that's the packaging. Okay, so I have taken the figure out of the packaging, as you can see, and put it in a pretty cool pose. I really like the stand. And as you can see down here, his accessories. So he doesn't lack in the additional hands department at all, which is awesome. And the stand is very nicely put together. And as you can see right here, he's shooting one of the two web accessories included. It comes with two of those, which is very awesome. And one thing I'd like to note is the hands are actually really easy to swap out, which is very cool because usually you're afraid they're going to break with like a Marvel Select or sometimes Hasbro. So first we'll start off with the articulation, and we'll get on to paint and detail. Okay, so the articulation is a ball jointed head and then a bottom hinge, like an additional hinge on the neck, sort of if anybody has the NECA turtles, sort of like that. I'm sure there's other figures that have it, but those are the ones that I own that have that. And he has a mid-torso joint, moves up about that much down, that far down, and about that far back. But then he also has a ball jointed waist, which helps a lot. So he can actually move that far down, and he can actually move that far back. Also, he has the ball jointed shoulders, which don't move up too far, unfortunately. But you basically, if you wanted to, you could swivel it around like the Marvel Legends. It just doesn't look as well because it's a ball jointed shoulder then elbow, ball jointed elbow. But with those, there's the bicep cut, so it looks better. But here it doesn't look as good. And the wrists, all of the hands have the wrist hinge and swivel. And he has the ball jointed legs that move up about that far. And they move, back about that far. And they do move out if a lot. What you can do is just without doing anything to the figure, they move about this far, which is already good enough. But if you want them to go like higher or like come out more for different poses, you can like swivel the leg and pull it out as you're swiveling it, and then eventually it gets farther and farther from the joint, and you can allows for different poses. And then he just has a standard thigh swivel, and then he has a ball jointed knee that goes all the way back there, and he has ball jointed feet, so they're basically just a ball, so they have the ankle rockers, and he has a extra joint on his foot, so as you can see it's packed with articulation. Now for the paint detailing, he has lenses with yellow tint on them, so instead of just using like a painting them full yellow like the Marvel Select did, or painting them gold like the Hasbro one did, they decided to make them look more realistic. And all of these webs are raised, which makes it look better. There's the spider logo, and you can probably see the up close looks like the spandex from the movie. It's pretty shiny, but I don't remember the blue being this tone in the movie. It does still look pretty cool though. And there's the lines on the legs, which are accurate. And the silver on the soles. And there's the red on the legs. The stripe right there. It's not aligned, unfortunately. That's what it looks like aligned. And it moves all the way back, just like in the movie. And the spider is very well done. It's not cluttered or anything, or just thick. It has all the perfect little details in there like it's supposed to, which looks very awesome. And there's a closer look at the head sculpt, and they even sculpted in each little red dot on the red parts in between the webs. So came out really nice. And here's a look at the bottom of the shoe. They even did that exactly how it's supposed to be. There's the bottom of the legs. That's the paint and detail. Lastly, we'll get onto the accessories. So one of the accessories he comes with is the back cardboard piece of the box. You can use that as a display piece or a base for, you could put the stand on there and then have him there, or you could just stand him up there as a background. And he also comes with the Figma stand, which is very cool and works really nicely, and it fits in snug at the back of his back. He also comes with a backpack, which has a ton of paint detail and is only attempted by one other company, which was Hasbro, but it had no paint detail or anything on it. So this one is a big improvement. I'll show what it looks like on the figure actually. So here's what the figure looks like with the backpack on. Looks pretty cool. If you look closely, there's a peg hole at the bottom of the backpack, so that allows him to be plugged into the stand through the backpack when he's wearing it. So they didn't limit the display options there. That's just what the backpack looks like on. And now I'm actually going to show what each pair of hands looks like on Spider-Man. So here are the crawling hands. So they're sort of like the open hands. They're not really relaxed. There's not a really relaxed pair in here. Basically, you could use them for multiple things. Crawling, or you could use them for, like, if you wanted to do that scene from the first one with the knife. So yeah, those are the first pair of hands. And this is his web holding hands, so they're like open for holding things. I don't understand why they included this. They could have included relaxed hands, because there's really nothing, there's no use for these hands. The webbing does not fit in them, and there's nothing else to hold. So yeah, unless you could find your own accessory, these hands are sort of useless. Then there's the cell phone holding hand, which I already showed what it looks like on him. But yeah, the reason why I'm showing individually is because I forgot to show that the cell phone is removable from the hand. There's no other use for the hand though. And his last pair of hands are the hands that he came with, that he was using right out of the package. The fisted hands. So pretty cool, amazing accessories, and perfect articulation. Everything on here is amazing. So yeah, this figure is definitely worth it. The other versions of this figure from different companies were a little bit more expensive, so this is probably the cheapest one you can get, unless you want to wait for the Amazing Spider-Man 2 figures. So this is a very awesome figure. You can buy him on eBay, Amazon, or any Japanese hobby toy sites. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more reviews, please subscribe. And if you have anything to say about the video, please leave a comment. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks.